Welcome to today's online class, children. Today we are going to see some of the applications of Biot-Savart law. Now we are going to apply, Biot-Savart law we have seen in the previous class. And we are going to apply the Biot-Savart law for finding the magnetic field due to a current carrying circular coil. Okay. Therefore, first one is, now we are going to find out the magnetic field. Magnetic field means magnetic field induction, right? B. Magnetic field at the center of the circular coil carrying current first to start with. Okay, that is the first, what is the derivation we are going to see. For one of the first application. And the next one is we are going to find out the magnetic field at a point on the axis of the current carrying circular coil. Okay, so with these two derivations, now we are going to see. To start with, number one is the magnetic field at the center of the circular coil carrying current. Okay, so now let us consider a circular coil. That is, let me consider a circular coil here. Okay. Circular coil of radius R. Okay. This is the circular coil. Okay. And current here, the current flowing through is a current carrying circular coil now. Therefore, this is the current. And it goes here in this direction, that is clockwise. The current is going the clockwise direction and it comes out like this. I. Okay. Now, what I want is, I want to find out the magnetic field intensity or magnetic field induction at O, that is the center of the circular coil. Okay. So, now what we are going to do is, we are going to apply Biot-Savart law. Okay, therefore, this is the, see here, this is the coil in which the current is passing in the clockwise direction. And what is the radius of the coil is, let R be the radius of the coil. Therefore, it is actually the length here is very big, 2 pi r. Total length of the coil is 2 pi r, correct? You cannot apply Biot-Savart law as such. You can apply Biot-Savart law only for finding the field at a point due to, what is that, small current element. Okay. Therefore, what you have to do here is, you have to take a very, very small current element now to start with. Okay, let the current element be. See, I am taking a very small current element here. Let me have this one. Okay, like this. It is DL. Therefore, current, it is DL is the element, and IDL means it is a current element. I think we have seen. Okay, right. Therefore, now, and what is, now we are interested in finding out the field at O, right? Therefore, what is the position vector of O with respect to DL? That is nothing but the radius of the coil, correct? And what should be the angle between them? First, I will, what is the angle? Because DL means it is nothing but, it has to IDL to be taken tangential to DL. Therefore, IDL direction should be tangential. Therefore, what should be the angle between IDL and theta R? It is nothing but 90 degrees. Are you following? So, DL is an element and IDL means it is a current element, because I is a current. This the previous class we have seen while we were discussing Biot-Savart law. Okay. Therefore, now I am going to apply Biot-Savart law here. Okay. Therefore, first what you have to find out, I'll tell you. We have to find out the magnetic field due to a very small element. Okay. And what is the magnitude and what is the direction, you find it out. Then after the what, you have to find out the magnetic field due to the full circular coil by integrating. Okay. So, to start with, what is that? According to what is the Biot-Savart law? What do you want now? The magnetic field induction at the center of the coil due to the current element. What is the current element? IDL. Current element IDL is given by, what is that? Mu naught dB. Correct? It is dB. What is dB? dB is equal to, you recall, mu naught by 4 pi IDL, okay, sin theta by r squared. Okay, here theta is equal to kya hai? 90 degrees. We can apply now. Okay, therefore dB is equal, this is the formula, dB that is equal to this. Okay, therefore theta being 90, you will be getting, what is r? R is the position vector of the point concerned from the current element. Here, what is the point here? Point concern is O, that is center. Okay, therefore what is the position vector? It is r, that is the radius of the circular coil. Therefore what is your dB? Therefore dB that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi IDL sin 90 divided by r squared, right? Therefore that is dB that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi IDL by r squared. That's it. Okay. So this is the magnetic field at the center due to a very small current element IDL. This is nothing but is not the magnetic field. You can say it is the direction only. We have not given the direction. It's just a magnitude. So let me take out this. Why? Because we are giving only the magnitude here. Direction we are yet to find. Okay. Therefore, now we have to find out the direction. Therefore, what is the direction of the magnetic field? At O. At O you apply, you know that what is the right hand rule, no? Therefore hold, if you are applying by applying the right hand rule. Okay. Therefore how? See, you hold the thumb of your right hand at the grip of your fingers such that perpendicular to the grip of your fingers such that the the curvature of the finger, see here, thumb shows curvature of finger is from DL to R. The curvature of the finger is from DL to R. Then the thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field at that point. See, you have to keep your, what is that, right hand at O, because you are interested in finding the direction of the magnetic field at O. Therefore, keep your right hand, that is, stretch your thumb perpendicular to the curvature of the fingers. Okay, and you keep it here, keep it where? At O, and such that the curvature is from DL to R. Curvature is from DL to R means what is which direction? Curvature is from DL to R means it is in the clockwise direction, correct? Curvature is from, what is it? DL to R. Therefore, it is DL to R means in the clockwise direction. Therefore, the curvature should be in the clockwise direction means, okay, you have to keep such that, what is it? Your thumb will be. Therefore, in that case, the thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field at O. In which direction the thumb is showing? It is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inwards. At O, what is the direction? By applying right hand rule. This is also not new. Last class we have seen, children. Okay. Therefore, by applying right hand rule, you keep at O your, what is that, fingers folded, right hand with the thumb that is perpendicular to the curvature of the fingers, and curvature should be in the clockwise direction. Why? Because in the direction DL to R, therefore keep your curvature in the clockwise direction. Then the direction of the thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field at O. Okay. Therefore, now Therefore, what is the direction of magnetic field? Therefore, okay, therefore the direction of the magnetic field, the direction of, what is the direction of dB? Vector. Yes, perpendicular to the plane of the coil. Plane of the coil. Plane of the coil means here the coil is in the plane of this board. Okay. Therefore, if you are doing on your, if you are drawing on your paper, it is coil will be in the plane of the paper. Therefore, it is plane of the coil means here plane of the board or plane of the paper and is directed plane of the coil and inwards. And inwards. Is it clear? Right. Now, okay, but I know only the field at what due to a very small current element. But what I want the field at what due to the full coil, current carrying coil. Therefore, what I am going to do, see, ensure first. See, if you have to integrate, okay, integrate, you see dB, that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta by r squared. B is equal to integration of this. But provided the direction is the same. Provided the direction should be the same. If you take different elements, for example, you see, I can how to, either you have to cut the coil to small ideals. Okay, dl like that. With respect to every current element, you have to find out the field at O and sum it out. Then that gives you the field, total field at O due to the full coil. Okay, but it is tedious. Okay, so what we are going, you are going for integration. But very important thing is, before going to that integration, you have to see whether the field due to every element, if we are dividing into small elements, current element, field at O due to every element, the direction is the same. That is very important. If the direction is different, how can you integrate? Okay, because hope you are following. So you have to ensure whether the direction due to every element is the direction of field at O due to every element is same. Okay, so for that, let me take, so listen to me, I will give you only one or two XC. I am taking DL here. If I take ideal here, you see, once again, you apply your right hand thumb rule. Current direction of the current is in this direction. Okay, therefore, and you see here, and ideal. What is ideal? Here also ideal. Okay, and R. This is R. Therefore, ideal and R. If you apply right hand thumb rule, once again it will be inward. Okay, the direction at what is the direction of magnetic field at O will be definitely inward. Then you take, once again, apply and see. Okay, and you take DL here. You take DL here. Therefore, if you apply, once again, even there is one more Maxwell's right hand rule. No, if you hold, I think there are two rules I told you. If you hold the current carrying conductor at the grip of your right hand such that the thumb shows the direction of the current, then the curvature of the finger shows the direction of the magnetic field. Therefore, if you apply that also, you will be getting at O. Okay, whichever law you want, whichever is convenient, whichever it is convenient for you, apply. Okay, and you will find that the field at O due to each and every element will be the same. That is always, it is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inwards. Are you following, children? So, having either you, there are two rules here. Okay, that is A cross B, DL cross R. How to find out? Okay, that, and another one is Maxwell's rule. Okay, therefore, if you are, that is right hand rule, any whatever you want you apply. And I think last class, I think I told you, I've given you. So any rule you apply and you find out the magnetic field at O due to different elements. and it is seen that if your direction of the dB is the same, that is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inwards always. Therefore, it is very easy. You can sum it up now. You have to add. Okay, if all the direction is same means then you can easily add. If you can add directly means you can integrate, there is no problem at all because the direction is same. Are you following? Therefore, hope you are following. Before integrating, you have to ensure what is the direction. If the direction is same, then you can close your eyes and integrate. Okay, therefore, the magnetic field, induction. Even if you are writing a magnetic field also, it means a magnetic field induction or B only. If I am writing magnetic field, then it is, what is that? Induction, magnetic field induction, magnetic flux density, etc. Okay. Therefore, magnetic field induction, okay, at O means at the center, okay, due to, what is a full coil, okay, due to the current carrying circular coil. Current carrying circular coil. Okay. Therefore, at O means at the center of the coil. Okay. That is nothing but B. That is nothing but B. Therefore, B magnitude. Okay. So, what is the direction? Direction is always the same. Perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inward. Okay. Here. Therefore, it is what you have to do here. B, that is equal to integral of dB, correct? And that is nothing but, what is the integral of mu naught by 4 pi I dl by r squared, correct? I dl by r squared. Therefore, here, B, that is equal to, you take all the constants outside, mu naught, I is a constant, by 4 pi r squared is also constant radius, okay, which is integral dl. Integral dl. It is L. Okay. Therefore, what is integral of dl? What is integral of dl, ma? What is integral of dl? That is nothing but the circumference. Okay. Therefore, circumference of the loop, na? Therefore, that is nothing but 2 pi r. That is nothing but 2 pi r. Hope you are following. dl, see here. dl, small dls. I told you, no, small dl, like that. If you add everything, then you will get the circumference of the coil. Therefore, you will be getting, therefore, B, that is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi r squared into 2 pi r. Therefore, okay, therefore, what is your B? B, that is equal to mu naught by 2 r, mu naught I by 2 r. Are you following? Therefore, this is the magnitude of the magnetic field at the center of the circular coil carrying current. Circular coil carrying current. Hope you are following. Right. Sometimes the current coil will have so many number of turns. Windings will be there. See, there may be a coil of only one winding. Okay. Sometimes a coil may have so many windings like that. N number of windings. Fully one over the other, one over the other, one over the, like that. Okay. Let that be n number of turns. N number of turns. Okay. Therefore, how to? See, for a single turn means B is equal to mu naught I by 2R. If, okay, the circular coil, okay, has n number of turns, okay, then what is your B? Therefore, B, that is equal to mu naught I by 2R is for a single coil. Okay. Number of turns n means, okay, it is into n. Therefore, B, that is equal to mu naught Ni by 2R. Are you following, children? Okay. So, this is the expression for the magnetic field at the center of the coil, which is having n number of turns. Single coil means only mu naught I by 2R, and the n number of turns, the coil is having n number of turns, n windings are there, then you can find out, then you have to multiply it by n. That's it. Is it clear? Okay, therefore now we have to find out how to draw the magnetic field. If you have to magnetic flux density, magnetic field induction, I think you know at O. Now the expression is given mu naught I by 2R. Okay, therefore that, see here, direction is here perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inwards. If the provided, very important here, what is the direction of the current ma here in the coil? It is in the clockwise direction, hai na? Okay, clockwise direction. If it is in the clockwise direction, then it is inward. It is perpendicular to the plane of the board and directed inward. And if the direction of the current is like this, for example, see, if the direction of the current is, let me draw like this, see. Okay, here it is I, okay, it is R, okay, but the direction of, direction of the current is not like this, but it is in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise meaning like that, see, it is coming like this. Okay, so what do you say about the field at O? Field at O will be, okay, the magnitude will be same, that is mu naught I by 2R, but the direction, if you apply here, if you take DL here and apply, what is the direction here? If you apply right hand rule, it will be, okay, perpendicular to the plane of the board. The magnetic field at O will be perpendicular to the plane of the board and outwards. Okay, so you have to apply. What you have to apply is right hand rule, that's all. Okay, here DL direction, ideal direction will be in this direction now. Ideal direction is here. Here ideal direction क्या है? Here ideal direction क्या है? वो तो ऊपर है, upward. Here it is downward. So if it is downward and it is, what is the direction here? This is theta. Ideal. Therefore, which is theta here? Okay, DL. Is it clear? Therefore, in that case, what is your, if you apply right hand rule, therefore you will be getting field at the center O is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and it is outward. Are you following? Is it clear? Okay, then there is a very, say, this can be very, there is one more rule, the same right hand rule, okay, can be, what is that, stated in a different way. That is meant only for magnetic field at, to find out the direction of the magnetic field at the center of the circular coil only. It is exclusively for that. How? See, same. See, listen, very important here. See, according to this rule, this is meant only for finding the direction of the magnetic field at the center of the current carrying circular coil. How? It is also called right hand rule only. Okay. How? According to this rule, if we hold, okay, if we hold the thumb of the right hand, okay, mutually perpendicular to the grip of the fingers, okay, such that, now only difference, such that the curvature of the fingers, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever is the case, curvature of the fingers, okay, represents the direction of the current in the loop, in the coil. Okay, curvature of the fingers shows the direction of the current in the coil. Then the thumb shows, thumb of the right hand here shows the direction of the magnetic field at the center of the coil. At the center of the coil. Very simple, na? See, are you following how? See, once again, I'm telling you. Right hand rule, according to this, if you hold the thumb of your right hand mutually perpendicular to the grip of the fingers such that, okay, the curvature of the finger shows the direction of the current in the coil, okay, and then the thumb shows the direction of the magnetic field at the center of the coil, So, see here, if in the first case, you see, now we are going to apply both in the apply both in both the cases, that is current in the clockwise direction and current in the anti-clockwise direction. Here, first case current is in the green coil now. Here, the current is in the clockwise direction. So, keep your right hand, the curvature is in the clockwise direction. Keep your, what is that? Curvature of your right hand, thumb perpendicular to the grip of the fingers, everything is same. Okay, once again, I don't want to. Okay, such that curvature of the fingers shows is in the clockwise direction. Then the thumb shows, in which direction is thumb showing? Inwards, perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inwards. Why? Because curvature is clockwise. If you are keeping curvature clockwise, thumb will be, okay, thumb is perpendicular to the grip of the fingers na. Thumb will be showing, what is that? Will be showing the direction which is perpendicular plane of the coil and inwards. And if you come to the current yellow coil, current in the anti-clockwise direction. Now current is in the anti-clockwise direction, means curvature should be in the anti-clockwise direction. If you keep your curvature at the anti-clockwise direction, curvature of the fingers of your right hand, and thumb with the thumb stretching perpendicular, the direction of the thumb, now it shows the direction of the magnetic field at the center of the coil. Therefore, it is upar ja raha hai na, oh. Therefore, what is it? It is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and outwards. Perpendicular to the plane of the coil and outwards. Okay, so this is how you have to find out the field. You can see whether the only circular coil, whether the current is clockwise or anti-clockwise. You see, clockwise means the direction of the magnetic field at the center is perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inward, and if it is anti-clockwise, by applying right hand rule, it is perpendicular plane of the coil and outwards. Hope you are following. Is it clear? Therefore, how to draw the magnetic field lines? Sometimes they may ask you to draw the magnetic field lines for a current carrying circular coil. Okay. Therefore, how to draw? See, this is the current carrying coil. Okay. At the center, it will be, what is the perpendicular? See, current is, okay, in the clockwise direction. Okay. Therefore, at the center, what will be the direction of the magnetic field perpendicular to the plane of the coil and inwards, na? Okay. Therefore, I think you can draw like this also, na? What is the meaning of this? It is, at this field is perpendicular. Okay. So, if I want to draw the magnetic field line, see, at the center, it will be like this, perpendicular to the plane. Okay. And what about here? This will be here. If I want to draw the field lines, see here in this field lines here, 10th standard portion, recall. Field here will be, you see, use that, what is it, if you are holding the current carrying conductor at the grip of your right hand such that the thumb shows the direction of the right. See, the same rule can be in different ways. Okay, you can find out the field at the center of the coil, direction of the field at the center of the coil, and also you can use this right hand rule. If you hold the current carrying coil at the grip of your right hand, see, like that, here, here, this one I am holding. So, what is the curvature of the finger? Therefore, if I am, what is the thumb is in the upward direction. The current is in the upward direction, na, I. Therefore, I am holding. So, the thumb is directed in the upward direction. Therefore, curvature is in the anti-clockwise direction, na. Therefore, this is the direction of the magnetic field. You have to do. Okay, try. Here, like that. In this case here, what is that? Here. If you are holding here, in this case, you are holding such that the current is in the downward, the thumb should be directed downward. Okay, therefore curvature will be in the clockwise direction, therefore curvature of the finger should be in the clockwise direction. Are you following? Therefore, it will be in the clockwise direction. Okay, therefore everywhere you see here, it is coming like this only. Okay, at this point it will be, therefore, is it clear like that? If you greater radius, it will be. This is also, okay. Hope you're following. This is nothing but see, if you are keeping it, it will be going like that. So there is no need to draw, just I have kept it like this. Okay, first two circles I have shown. Okay, loops. This is nothing but magnetic field lines, circular. Okay, magnetic field lines. And the other ones just like that, if you keep it also, doesn't matter. This is the perfect diagram for magnetic field lines due to a current carrying circular coil, where the here current is in the clockwise direction. Okay, therefore at the center here, at the center, okay, B is perpendicular to coil and inwards. Okay, and if it is anti-clockwise direction, means everything will be, the direction will change. That you have to apply and do. Is it clear? Okay, so this is about magnetic field at the center of the circular coil carrying current, right? Next is magnetic field at a point on the axis of the circular coil carrying current. The first one is at the center we have found out. Now we are going to find out the magnetic field on the axis of the circular coil carrying current. Okay, now shall we go for, see here, this is the circular coil, but the coil now how I am keeping is, okay, I am keeping the coil perpendicular to the plane of the board. I am keeping like that. That's why I have drawn over like this. See why? Because it is kept like this. Like this means what is it? It is perpendicular. It is kept perpendicular to the plane of the board. Okay, perpendicular to the plane of the board or perpendicular to the plane of your paper. Like that I am keeping the coil. It is not like in the previous case I have drawn like this. No? So which means that coil is in the plane of the board. But now it is kept perpendicular to the plane of the board. Okay, I think this is how we have to represent in 2D. Okay, perpendicular. So now this is, now what I am going to do is, this is the center and and this is the point. See, this is the axis. This is the axis. Okay, right? I am interested in finding out the magnetic field at P, magnetic field induction at P. This is a point of my interest. Okay, and this is O, and the distance between that is the point and the center of the coil. Center of the coil, let it be X. Let it be X. Are you following? And let, okay, here this is X. Okay, let A be the radius of the coil. A or R, because here usually it is A be the radius of the coil. Okay, are you following? Therefore, it is if you want, because you have previously used R, na? So okay, you use the same R radius in the previous case. Yeah, okay, why to unnecessarily 2 pi R. Okay, right. Now listen very, very carefully. Okay, so this is the circular coil. The shape of the coil says that it is kept perpendicular to the plane of the board. Okay, therefore even I can show like this, I think. See, this is in the other side, no? So perpendicular to the plane of the board. So let me show this with the dotted. Like that. I think that will be perfect. Okay, like this. Okay, therefore this is your R, and now I need, what is the current here? The current in the, see here, this is the current. Oh, the current is in the anticlockwise direction. Okay, let it be anticlockwise direction. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I have to find out the field at the P due to the full coil that is carrying current. Okay, for that what I'm going to do, I cannot, that I have to go for applying Biot-Savart law only, and I very well Biot-Savart law cannot be applied to the full coil at a stretch. So I need to take a very small current element. So I'm going to take two current elements here. How? See, I'm going to take a current element, two current elements such that they are diametrically opposite current elements. So here I am going to take a current element here. Okay, this is DL, and at the same time here also DL. Okay, give some name to it. Okay, let this point A is the area, B is field, well, let be C, and this point is D. Okay, therefore the point here is considered, it is C, and this point is C, and this point is, what is that, D. Okay, right. Now I need to first, let me find out the field at P due to the current element, what is that, at C, current element at C. Are you following? So element is DL, current element is IDL. Hope because I is the current. Okay, so therefore now I need to find out this. So what I'm going to do, let me have some other color. Okay, now what is the distance? See, this is my element now, IDL. I need to find out the field at P due to DL at C na. Okay, therefore now I need to find out what is the position of P with respect to IDL at C. Therefore this is clear. Okay, okay, so this is the distance, this is the position vector. What should be, see, this is R, this is X, means it has to be, what is the distance of P from, position of P from IDL at C? It is root of A squared plus X squared, not A, ये क्या है, R squared, correct? R squared plus X squared. Hope you are following. Okay, and what do you say about, see, very, is it clear? I think this is, okay, let the angle that makes with the axis, the position vector makes with the axis of the coil, let it be phi. This is phi. Okay, phi is not theta. Okay, it is phi. Okay, now what is theta? Therefore let me first see what is the magnetic field. Now I am going to find out the magnetic field. Therefore magnetic so the magnetic field at P due to, okay, the element, due to the current element IDL at C, that is important, at C, that is given by, let it be dB, let it be dB. Okay, therefore now what is that? That is equal to mu naught by 4 pi, applying, that is important na, क्या है, applying Biot-Savart law na. So this is of the application, the application of Biot-Savart law. Okay, law. Okay, mu naught by 4 pi IDL sine 90, correct? Divided by R squared. Why sine theta here is not? Why? Because it is perpendicular. That's why I told you don't come to the conclusion. Because see, why it is 90 means here R is very small. Theta here, see, theta that is equal to 90 degrees. What is here? This one, this angle. Are you following? This is 90 ma. Why? Because A is small. A is considered as small, that is the current carrying coil is small. Okay, therefore this angle, if it is small, means definitely the angle, the tangent, it will be whatever, see, the position vector CP hai na, that CP will be, if your coil is very small, then CP can be approximated to 90 degrees. Coil is very small means, okay, coil is very big coil means you cannot, but you can, because the coil is small, okay, therefore the coil is small means what is the radius? R is small, therefore the angle PCO can be taken as what? 90 degrees. Okay, therefore now you tell me, therefore if it is 90, okay, theta is small, theta is equal to 90 since R is small. Since R is small. Okay. Therefore, you will be getting, therefore, dB that is equal to, okay, are you following? It is not, actually it is R squared. What is R squared? R is nothing but distance, na? Therefore, here it is, see, here it is not R squared. Here it is nothing but, what is the distance between C and P? It is root of, na? Therefore, root of, wait, it is nothing but R square plus X squared. R squared plus X squared. Hope you are following, children. Okay, why? Here radius is R and this is X. Therefore, CP only I want to know. Why? What is CP? CP is a portion of P from the current element ideal at C. Okay, therefore definitely here the distance between them is R squared plus X squared. Are you following? Therefore dB that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into ideal by R squared plus X squared. R squared plus X squared. Are you following? And what is the direction now? The direction of dB is very important. Therefore, direction of dB is in a plane perpendicular to DL and R. In a plane perpendicular to DL and R. Okay. DL and R are already, they are perpendicular. DL and R are perpendicular. That is why theta is equal to 90. Therefore, your dB should be perpendicular to the plane containing DL and R. Okay, therefore it should be, okay, let me use some other, okay, this should be in this direction, inward. Actually, are you following? It is inward. I cannot draw that like that. See, your coil is perpendicular to the plane, okay, and it is y-axis, okay, and these two, and your CP is perpendicular to your OA. See here, you see this is R and see ideal and P. What is the distance of separation? It is root of R square plus X squared. Therefore, what is the angle between ideal and CP? Ideal and CP, that is only 90 degrees. That is only 90 degrees. If both are 90, then what is the direction of dB? That is the field due to ideal at C. It should be perpendicular to the plane containing, okay, DL, the vector ideal, and the vector CP. Distance of separation. Are you following? Okay. Therefore, hope you are following. Okay, DL and R here. If you want, that is why I told you radius I have taken first. If I have taken A means it will be, I think, maybe confused. That is why I have taken radius R. But the distance of separation here, Biot-Savart law says that R means the distance between the current element and the point. Current element and the point. And the current element and the point in this case is root of R squared plus X squared. It's not R squared. Here R is nothing but we have taken R as a radius. Hope you are following. Okay. Therefore, Okay, right. Therefore, you will be getting here. What is that? Otherwise, if you feel that if I take the radius as A, then everywhere it will be A. I don't think whether it is A or R, it is not going to matter, but only understanding is required here. Okay, here the CP is only the distance of position vector of P with respect to ideal at C. That is nothing but root of R square plus X squared. It is not just R squared, it is root of R square plus X squared. Okay, right. Therefore, it is, what is the direction is perpendicular to the plane containing, what is that, ideal at C and CP, the vector CP. Okay, therefore, it is a position vector, na? Therefore, what is this? You see, it is dB. This is dB. Are you following? You give some name to it. Let it be ACDE. Okay, right. Now, okay, now I have found out. So far, what we have done? We have found out the magnetic field at P due to one single element, current element. Okay, now we have, I told you, I have taken one pair of current element, one at C and one at D. Na? So let me, now our job is to find out the magnetic field at P due to the current element at D. Okay, therefore now you tell me, therefore this is, okay, what is the distance of this from, what is the position vector here of P with respect to ideal, that is also root of, here also this is also what is root of R square plus X squared only, correct? Therefore, what is therefore? Okay, hope you are following. Is it clear? Therefore, let me take DL ka to, let me take DL dash. Okay, if our DL is okay, DL at D, that is enough. Why DL dash means I don't want DL only, everything same element only I am taking. If I take DL dash means then the length may differ. Don't think like that. I am taking DL but at D. At D. Okay. So, therefore, understand children, understand properly. Therefore, magnetic field at P due to the element due to ideal. Due to current element ideal means you know, no. Therefore, due to ideal, current element ideal at D. At D. Okay, that is nothing but, what do you say about, let that be, let me give name dB. dB, okay, here it is no need for this one, only magnitude I have given, direction I have given with respect to, here is the direction. Okay, I have shown the direction here. So, dB, that is equal to, what is dB here? dB is mu naught by 4 pi, okay, once again ideal divided by R square plus X squared only, same only, okay, magnitude is the same, but what do you say about the direction now? Are you following? So, very important, the magnitude is same, but the direction, what is the direction? Direction is, so let me give this a dB dash. Okay, due to ideal at D, let me give is as dB dash. Why dB dash I am giving? Magnitude is same, but the direction differs. That is why I just want to show here what is the direction. Direction of the magnetic field at P due to the current element at D is nothing but it is perpendicular to the plane containing, what is that? Ideal DL. Okay, DL means what is at D? DL at D and DP. And DP. Are you following? Therefore, here there it is CP, here it is DP. Therefore, definitely the current direction, you see current direction here, in this case it is at C, the direction is from, you can say right to left, but here it is left to right. Is it clear? It is left to right. Therefore, definitely, what will be the direction of magnetic field here? It should be exactly like this. Magnitude is same, but the direction will be different. F. Okay, that is very, very important here. Okay, the current direction is changed here. Okay, therefore, it is perpendicular to the plane containing DL. Ideal, I is as for, of course it is, okay, ideal, here ideal direction is in this direction, tangent, but here it is in this direction. Okay, at C it is in this direction, but at D it will be in this direction. Okay, therefore it is the direction of magnetic field at P due to the current element at D is PF. Okay, that is the direction. PF means it is perpendicular. Actually, PF means it inverse. Are you following? It is here, it is perpendicular to the plane containing. That I cannot show in 2 dimensions. That is why I have shown like this. Okay, PE. It is perpendicular to the plane containing. Here E means PE is a perpendicular to the plane containing the element ideal at C and CP, the position vector CP. And here PF is, what is it? It is perpendicular to the plane containing ideal at D and the position vector, that is DP. Position vector DP. Is it clear? Okay. Therefore, now you see, therefore the directions are different. Okay. So, though the magnitude is same, you see, if you see the magnitude is same only. Therefore, we found that, what is that? Here, dB, that is equal to dB dash. मैंने क्या होता? Magnitude. Magnitude is same. That is, okay, that is dB, that is equal to dB dash. Correct? But only the directions are different. Direction, how the direction is different? One is along PE and another one is along PF. Okay, children. So now my question is how to find out there. So this is 2. Okay. Now first you find or consolidate what is the net magnetic field at P, total magnetic field at P due to both the elements. Both the elements means due to the pair. What is the pair means? Element at C and the current element at D. First you consolidate that one. After that we will go for the full coil. Are you following? How to consolidate? See, PE is in this direction, PF is in this direction. Only thing is you have to resolve now. Okay, how to resolve? You resolve into 2 components. One, are you following? One, this is, see, one in this direction along, kya hai? See, as you can know, how to, let me have one more, some other, see, this one. Okay. See, let me, this, if I am resolving, one will be in this direction. Okay, PE I am resolving, perpendicular and parallel components. The other one will be here. Oh, that is dB is. Let me write dB here. Okay, so this is dB. Okay, and this is dB dash. Okay, this is dB dash. Hope you are following. Okay, so dB, whatever big diagram I draw now, finally this is coming like this. Okay, see here, resolve one perpendicular components, one in this direction and one in this direction. Nah. Okay, therefore you see. Okay, right? Let this be Y. Like that, resolve this F also into 2 components. One like this, the other one like this. Okay, children, it's very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, so when I resolve dB and dB dash, that's why I have given 2 names here. It will be easy for you. That's why. Okay, dB magnitude is equal to dB dash, but not the direction is different. Therefore, dB vector is not equal to dB dash vector. dB vector is not equal to dB dash vector. Why? The magnitude is only same. Magnitude dB is equal to dB dash. But dB dash vector is not. Why? Because the direction is different. Hope you are following. Your 12th standard, 11th standard, we have seen everything. Okay. dB dash. Okay. Therefore, now you see. If this is phi means, if this angle is phi means, what is this angle, ma? Angle between two lines. See, OP, okay, OP and, see, here is OP now. OP and, this one? OP, angle between OP and CP, correct? Angle between OP and CP is phi. Therefore, what will be the angle between PE and PY? How to find out? PY is perpendicular to OP and PE is perpendicular to CP. Perpendicular to CP. Therefore, angle between two lines is theta. The angle between the perpendiculars is also equal to theta. Therefore, here it is phi, means this is also phi. Okay. Like that, what is this angle? Same. Phi. Okay. Therefore, dB dash, I hope you are following. This is dB and this is dB dash. dB and dB dash magnitude is same, but the vectors are different. That is why one is along PE, another one is along PF. So I want the net field due to the pair of the current elements at C and D. So what am I doing? I am resolving both. When I resolve, you see, listen children, let it is y means a isko to y dash karo. A to y dash karo, py dash. Now py and py dash vectors I have resolved. I think you know how to resolve. Okay. Therefore here when you are resolving it, okay, this component, what is this component? Py component, this one, py component will be dB cos theta ho jayega na. dB cos theta, cos not for theta, phi. Cos phi. Correct? And what about, okay, following? And what do you say about this component, this dB, A component and this one? This is nothing, okay, that is nothing but dB sin phi. Okay, like that, what is your py dash? Py dash is nothing but dB dash cos phi. dB dash cos phi. Okay, and when you are resolving it, okay, its sine component is also, what is that? The same only, no? Because you know here PE and PF. Therefore, here if you see this one, the magnitude wise they are same only. The length of the vector should be the same. Therefore, length of the component vector should also be the same, na? Therefore, dB sin phi, and here it is also equal to dB dash sin phi. This is the component of dB dash along x direction. Component of dB dash along x direction is dB dash sin phi. Component of dB along x direction, it is x direction. Okay. Therefore, along capital X, small x, so this one. Okay. Therefore, this is x direction. Therefore, along px, what is the component of dB along x direction is dB sin phi. Okay. And component of dB dash along y direction is dB dash cos phi, and component of dB along y direction is dB cos phi. Okay. Now, what do you say about that? See, what do you say? dB is equal to dB dash. See, you know, the magnitude wise both are same, dB and dB dash. But here dB cos phi, you see dB cos phi and dB dash cos phi. What do you say about the both? Both are equal and opposite, na? Because dB is same. Magnitude of dB and magnitude of dB dash is same, means dB cos phi should be equal to magnitude of dB cos phi should be equal to dB dash cos phi, na? Okay, but if you see the direction, one is along py, another is along py dash, na? So equal and opposite, no. Therefore they will cancel, no. Therefore cosine components are cancelling. Okay, but sine components dB sin phi, dB dash sin phi, both are in px direction, along the x direction. Along the x direction. Hope you are following, children. Very, very important. Okay, now with this, now shall we go here? Since, now let me write, since dB, okay, cos phi and dB dash cos phi, okay, therefore both are, what is that, are equal and opposite. Okay, since the components, okay, I am done with respect to the diagram. I am okay, writing here. So I explained everything. So since the components dB cos phi and dB dash cos phi are equal and opposite, they cancel each other. They cancel each other. Okay, why? One is along py, another one is along py dash. But what do you say about the sine components? Sine components are acting in the same direction. Okay, therefore dB sin phi, dB dash sin phi, but both dB sin phi and dB dash sin phi are acting in along positive x direction. Correct? Along positive x direction. Okay, so they will sum up. You can add both because dB, magnitude of dB is equal to dB dash, na? So you can tell, what is that? Sum it up. You can sum it up because both are acting in the same direction. Okay, right. But it is only, so the field is only because of two pairs of element at C and D. But I want the field at P due to the full coil. Therefore, what you have to do? Now I'll come to this. See, so in that case, this 2 is enough to consolidate. How? I'm telling you. See, you take like the two pairs which are diametrically opposite. एक पैर इधर लो, एक पैर उधर लो, एक पैर इधर लो, एक इधर. So two pairs if you are taking diametrically opposite side like that, if you are taking, and if you find out dB, all cosine components will cancel. Okay, are you following me? First I have taken two, one at C and one at D, DL, of which I have shown everything in detail, the diagram. With that I told you cosine components cancel, only sine components are added. Like that, if you take pair, what is that? Components, diametrically opposite pairs, how I have taken C and D like that. Okay, therefore, if you take each and every pair, all the cosine components will always cancel and only sine components will remain there. Okay, so like that, if you take full coil, okay, so many what is the current elements, diametrically opposite pair, diametrically opposite like that you take, finally you conclude that everywhere cosine components are cancelling, sine components are only, what is that, they remaining there. Okay, therefore it is very easy. Therefore if you add all the sine components, okay, all the sine components due to each and every pair or every element, dB sin phi, dB dash sine phi. Another one, you are taking dB1 sine phi, then dB1 dash sine phi, then dB2 sine phi, dB2 dash sine phi, like that. If you take all the sine components will add up because all are acting in the x direction, positive x direction. Okay, if you add, then you will be getting the net field at P due to the full current carrying coil. Okay, therefore, are you following? Therefore, the total field, hope you are following, you cannot conclude with this itself. After that, you have to explain. This is only with respect to the element. These two are elements you have concluded. What is that? Elements C and D. With respect to that, you have come to know that only sine phi components are remaining. Then you are taking different pairs that you have to explain. I am already telling. See, you have to explain. Like that, you have to take different pairs which are diametrically opposite side. Okay, and you take from each and every pair. If you resolve, you find out the field, and if you resolve the field, all cosine components will cancel, sine components will be there. Okay, therefore you have to, and all the sine components will be along x direction only. Okay, all the sine components will be along positive x direction. Then you can easily add all the sine components. That gives you the total magnetic field at P. Therefore, the total magnetic field at P due to the current carrying, okay, circular coil, current carrying circular coil, that is nothing but integral of dB sine phi, sine theta, what is that, sine phi. Are you following? Integral of dB sine phi. You are taking pair which are diametrically opposite side. Then which is remaining? Only dB sine phi is remaining. All dBs are same. dB equal to dB dash equal to dB1, that's equal to dB1 dash, that's equal to dB2 dash, all are equal. Okay, therefore you can, just like that, you can go for integral of dB sine phi. Okay, and that is B, that is equal to, what is a dB? dB is mu naught I have taken now mu naught by 4 pi I dl by what is the d? It is integral, it is B na, dB. What is dB here? You see, what is dB? Mu naught, it is dl na, mu naught by 4 pi I dl r squared plus x squared na. The same thing you do here, mu naught by dl r squared plus x squared. This is dB. Okay, then what is that? Sine phi. Okay, what is it? Everything is integral. Sine phi. What is sine phi? Sine phi from this. Take sine phi here. It is phi. Sine phi is equal to, what is that? R divided by root of r square plus x squared. Correct? From this. Therefore, it is r divided by root of r square plus x squared. Hope you are following. dB I have substituted, sine phi also I have substituted. Right. Here all are constant. Well, take the constant out. Mu naught I, इसमें r भी है. Okay. Divided by 4 pi. Okay. Into r square plus x square, the whole पर 3/2 हो जाएगा ना. This and this into, okay, and integral dl. Integral dl. Hope you are following. Mu naught I r divided by, okay, integral dl. Therefore, that is equal to mu naught I r by 4 pi into r square plus x square, the whole per 3/2. Integral dl is nothing but circumference. Okay, that is nothing but 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Are you following? Therefore, this and this cancels. Therefore, you will be getting mu naught I r squared divided by 2 into what is that, in r squared, because I'm used to for a, because you children r squared plus x squared the whole power 3 by 2, whole power 3 by 2, or mu naught I r squared divided by 2 into r squared plus x squared the whole power 3 by 2. Okay, so this is your B. This is your B. And what is the direction? Along px. On the positive x, right? Along px. If it has n number of turns, if it has n number of turns, therefore into n. Are you following? If the coil has n turns, then what is BB? That is equal to mu naught n I r squared divided by 2 into r square plus x square the whole power 3 by 2. Direction along px. Okay, so this is a very important relation. This is for single turn. Okay, and this is for n turn. Okay, now let us go for special case. Anyhow, time is up. Anyhow, what is special cases? Number 1, first one, when the point P lies at the center of the coil. At the center of the coil. Okay, therefore x becomes 0 because P is coinciding with the center. Okay, when x becomes 0, what is your B? Therefore B, that is equal to mu naught n number of turns. With that, with this we'll write. Okay, mu naught n I r squared divided by 2 into x, so 0 जाएगा ना, therefore r cube हो जाएगा फिर this relation. Okay, therefore it will be x is equal to 0. Therefore x 0 means why? Because P and O are coinciding when the point P lies at the center. Okay, therefore you will be getting mu naught Ni by 2r. That is what we have found out in the previous case. Field at the center of the coil is mu naught Ni by 2r. Na? Same thing you are getting now. The equation, this equation. Okay, this expression is reduced to this when P is at the center. Okay, special case, this is number 1. Number 2, special case number 2. Okay, what is that? When you see the distance of the coil, P is very much far off from the center of the coil. Far off from the center of the coil. Okay, therefore when P is at a very large distance from the center of the coil, therefore when x is very much larger than A, not A here, R, very much larger than R. Okay, therefore what so I think in this expression, give some name to it. A to 1 hai, this is 2, 2 is with the number of turns n. Okay, substituting in 2 you will be getting, okay, therefore if you substitute, that is that here x can be x is very large when compared to r na, therefore you can neglect the radius here. R can be neglected with, why? Because your r squared plus x squared, okay, x is very much larger than r, means this can be neglected here. Therefore your B, that is equal to mu naught Ni r squared divided by 2 into r is neglected, therefore what is a x squared x cube. Okay, therefore this is a very important relation. Okay, therefore this is about what? B, that is equal to when only when the point P lies at a very large distance, then only you can neglect R. That is, radius can be neglected with respect to the distance. Is it clear? So this is the next one. Now, with respect to this, see, for example, the same expression, I am multiplying and dividing by 2 pi. Very important, you see. The same expression, I am multiplying, dividing mu naught ni r squared by 2 into x cubed na. Multiply and divide by 2 pi. Okay. Therefore, you will be getting even 2 pi. Pi is enough. Why? Why 2 pi? Pi. Why? Why? Because I want to express in terms of area of the coil. The same I want to express in terms of area of the coil. Therefore, multiply and divide. Okay. Therefore, you will be getting, okay, mu naught ni pi r squared divided by 2 pi x cube. 2 pi x cube. Are you following? That is B, that is equal to mu naught N I A, capital A. What is A? A is the area of the coil. A is the area of the coil divided by 2 pi x cube. 2 pi x cube. Are you following why I am bringing here? Okay, this is very, very important. This relation is very important. I am expressing B in terms of, what is that? B in terms of the area of the coil. Okay, here I have what is NIA. NIA. This is a very, very important term, that is capital M. Capital M, that is what is called the magnetic moment, magnetic dipole moment of the coil. Magnetic dipole moment of the current carrying coil. Why? See, this is very important. Therefore, after that I'll explain this. Therefore, you will be getting, therefore B, that is equal in terms of magnetic moment, how you will get mu naught. Okay. NIA is what? M. Okay. Divided by 2 pi cube, 2 pi x cube. This is the field at a point on the axis. What is that due to? In terms of magnetic moment of the coil. Okay. Therefore, what does C? You know, magnetic, it is magnetic dipole moment. I think you have studied electric dipole moment. Electric dipole moment, 2 equal and here minus q and it is plus q. Okay. Therefore, what is the distance? It is 2L. Therefore, what is dipole moment? Q, P, that is equal Q into 2L na? And what is the direction from negative to positive? This gives you the electric dipole moment. Now, what is magnetic dipole moment? Magnetic dipole moment. Dipole means, what is that here? Dipole, positive and negative in electric dipole moment. Dipole means north and south. Okay, magnet. See, the ordinary magnet is there, no? Your lab. The magnet, it has 2 poles, no? North and south pole. Okay, like that, here current carrying coil. Current carrying coil, whether it is a circular coil or a rectangular coil, whatever is the case. Current carrying coil acts as a magnetic dipole, like a magnet. Current carrying coil acts as a magnet, acts as a magnetic dipole. Are you following? Therefore, current carrying coil, see, if the current carrying coil, okay, is acting as a magnet, here the current, what is it? For example, the current is in the clockwise direction. The current is in the clockwise direction. Okay, then this phase acts as a south pole. Acts as a south pole. Are you following? It acts as a south pole. And, are you following? And this phase which is facing you, it acts as south pole. Then the other phase, opposite phase, okay, that will be north pole. How? See, here the same. If it is in the opposite direction, then it acts as a north pole. that is opposite में anti-clockwise direction. The current, ये तो current है, current clockwise direction में तो see, if you can even see, if you take a bangle, okay, and you keep in front, and for you are at one face side, and the other side you just ask your friend to be there, okay. For you the current is, consider the current is in the clockwise direction. For you the current is in the clockwise direction, and for you, your friend who is in the other face, opposite side of the bangle, okay, opposite side of the circular coil, for him it will be in the anti-clockwise direction. For you, if it is clockwise means, and for your friend who is in the other side of the coil, for him the current will be flowing in the anti-clockwise direction. And if for you, if it is anti-clockwise direction, and then the other face, for your friend it will be in the clockwise direction, okay. Therefore, like that only, for see here, for you here it is in the clockwise direction, the other face your friend is there, if he sees the same coil, for him the current will be in the opposite direction, anti-clockwise direction. For him it will be not. Therefore, if you take a coil, one face of the coil will be south and the other face acts as a north pole. Therefore, it acts as a dipole. Are you following? So that is why we are expressing the field in terms of what is the dipole moment of the current carrying circular, because every current carrying coil acts as a dipole. Dipole means acts as a magnet which has both north pole and south pole. Are you following, children? Okay, NIA, only one coil means IA. IA is equal to M. If NIA means number of turns, N number of turns means NIA is equal to M. Okay, right. Now I am going to plot the last one. Anyhow, today it is classes, because Saturday class was not there now. So I am taking here, no problem. So here what is that? If I am going to plot a graph now, see, very, very important, children. Graph for what? For a current carrying coil. See, I am going to keep a current, see, this is a current carrying coil. Oh, this is 1 kilometer away from here. Anyhow, see, see here the point P is to the right of the point what we have considered here is to the right of the coil. The point may be to the left of the coil also, no? For if I consider the coil to the left, that time also, but that will be magnetic field, but just in the opposite direction. For that, if the point P is this here, and the direction will be in this direction. For magnetic field, here the full magnetic field will be along the positive x direction. Here it will be along the negative x direction. Are you following? Therefore, I am going to consolidate. The point is to the right of the coil, and what is the field, how the field will vary, and if my point concerned is to the left, how the field will vary. Are you following? Therefore, now I am going to plot a graph showing the variation. Okay, what is a graph showing the variation of B, magnetic field, okay, with what is that, variation of the with distance x. Distance x on both the side. Here is O. What is O? Center of the coil. Okay, and this is positive x direction, and this is negative x direction. Are you following? So point is what will happen? The point is to the right of the coil and point is to the left of the coil. How it varies. Therefore, where will the field be maximum? The field will be maximum only at the center. Why? Only at the center your field is, you see, special case ko it is mu naught I by 2r. Very denominator is very less. Are you following? Otherwise it is, what is the r squared plus x squared the whole power 3 by 2 na? Are you following? R square plus x square the whole power 3 by 2. But here it is 2r. Therefore, the field is maximum only at the center of the coil. Therefore, now it is at the center of the coil. Okay, so I am going to draw. Okay. right? How it varies. This is your B. This is your B. This is X and this is B. The value of B. The value of B is along magnitude of B here, okay? B. And this is X. Distance, okay? Therefore, it will be like this. Maximum at the center, okay? The value of B will be maximum at the center. And as you go away from the center, it will be decreasing. How? Divided by X cube, na? Okay? Therefore, how it will be? Therefore, it will be like this. Okay? And here, it will be this side also. Okay, so this will be like this. This is how it varies. Even I can even extend the so that I can draw even extend it. Okay, and here also I can extend so that you will be getting here. I say like this. Okay, so this is how your field varies with the, what is that? Graph showing the variation of B with the distance X from the center. X from the center. Is it clear? Therefore, X means, what is the X? Distance X from the center of current carrying circular coil. Are you following? Okay, so hope this is symmetric. Okay, right, this is how it is going like this. Okay, that is it. Okay, so we have seen two applications today. One, the field at the center of the current carrying coil, and field at any point on the axis of the current carrying coil. Okay, that's it.